Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you are new. It is your girl GOLDYNAPS and today's video is probably one of my most requested videos ever. It is going to be a full wash day, wash and go tutorial on how to get this big, beautiful fro. So if you would like to see that, then keep watching. So I've been natural for about 5 years, but I feel like I'm finally getting to a point in my natural hair journey where I fully understand like what my hair needs. I've had like a lot of ups and downs where like in the beginning I had no idea what I was doing, and then I finally got like a footing and understanding of how to take care of natural hair. But I went through periods of like extreme dryness and my hair just like not cooperating with me. So I feel like now all of like what I've learned is culminating in the routine that I have today that I'm gonna share with you all. At this point, my routine is incredibly simple, like 3-step simple, and something that I really want to convey to you guys in this video is that natural hair doesn't have to be complicated, it doesn't have to be difficult, it doesn't have to be expensive, and unfortunately I feel like we've really just overcomplicated natural hair. So that being said, I will share my full routine with you guys in this video. The products that I'm using today are some of many that I love, and I really do want to emphasize, like I feel I always have on my platform, that there is no magic product. The way you take care of your hair and the techniques that you use to style it are much more important than the products that you're using. Some of the things I'm going to be covering are how I get definition and volume, how I get my hair to stand up, and just talking about mistakes that I've made over the past 5 years and how I feel like I've corrected them with the routine that I have now. There will be time codes below, so if you want to skip around to different topics, feel free to do that, but let's get right into it. So I'm starting off on 3-day-old hair, and it doesn't look bad or anything. I'm sure I could have extended it if I wanted to, but at this point I wash my hair twice a week. So it was just getting to that point in the week where I needed to wash it. And yes, you heard that correctly. I wash my hair twice a week. And I'm sure, like many of you, I was told that if you have kinky curly hair or hair on the coilier side, that if you wash your hair too often, it'll strip it of moisture. And so throughout the majority of my natural hair journey, I literally avoided shampooing my hair like the plague. I do have a really sensitive scalp that gets buildup really easily, so I would cleanse my scalp at least once a week, but I would avoid cleaning the lengths of my hair unless I was doing like my monthly clarifying because I really didn't want to dry it out. And girl, when I tell you, my hair would be so dry and so brittle every time I got around to shampooing it. And I literally just assumed like, okay, I'm shampooing it, so obviously I'm stripping it of moisture, and now I need to pile on my products in order to get the moisture back into my hair. Wrong. I really don't know who made up these lies, but the only thing that can moisturize your hair is water. Listen to that again. The only thing that can moisturize your hair is water, okay? Not product, not oils, not butters, water. The reason your hair feels so dry when you actually get around to shampooing it is because you've been creating product buildup over a month or 2 months or however long it's been since you last shampooed it. And the water literally cannot penetrate that product buildup because water and oil do not mix. And oil is a main ingredient of a lot of natural hair care products. So when you finally get around to shampooing your hair, it feels like it's being stripped of moisture because it's the first time in a really long time that your hair is actually coming in contact with water because you're finally removing all of the product buildup. Alright, so now that I've talked about everything that I used to do wrong, let's talk about what I do now. So I first just get my hair wet under the shower and finger detangle it with running water. No product, just water. And what this does is just preps my hair for shampoo so that I don't get it all tangled and matted by just jumping in and starting to scrub my scalp with shampoo. You might be thinking to yourself right now, detangle with no product? I could never do that. And girl, I couldn't either, okay? It's taken me months of doing this routine to get my hair in the state that it's in where I can finger detangle with literally just water. But I promise if you're patient and gentle with your hair, it will reward you. Once I have finger detangled my hair, it's time for shampoo. And by shampoo, I mean one that suds up, not a co-wash. And today I'm using the Carol's Daughter Wash Day Delight shampoo. It is one of my favorites. I'm just using the nozzle to get it all into my scalp, and then I put a bit in my hand and run it down the shaft of my hair and start to detangle my hair with the shampoo using the Felicia Leatherwood Brush with the Best. What this allows me to do is make sure that I'm fully removing product buildup on every strand of my hair every time that I wash it so that it's fully cleansed and ready to absorb moisture from water in the shower. Once I detangle with the shampoo, I massage the product into my scalp to make sure that that's fully cleansed, and I repeat this process twice. I cannot express to you how much detangling with shampoo and double cleansing have changed my hair for the better. And after you watch this video, if you decide that you want to give it a go and you've never tried it before, you might have very dry hair the first couple times that you do it. And I definitely went through that phase for a while, but I stuck with it and I kept consistently cleansing my hair, and now my hair feels hydrated and moisturized without any product in it. Straight out the shower, my hair has definition and curl clumps because I'm cleansing it properly and letting the water do the job of hydrating it. And this is just to show y'all how much shedding I have after cleansing and detangling. It's very little, and before adopting this routine, I used to shed like a palm full of hair every time I detangled. Okay, so now we're moving on to deep conditioner, and today I'm using the Carol's Daughter Wash Day Delight conditioner as my deep conditioner, and usually I just apply this all throughout my hair and leave it in for the remainder of all of my shower activities before rinsing it out completely. And this is another thing I would like to highlight. Read the directions on your products and listen to them. I used to leave all of my deep conditioners in overnight, and I used to either not completely rinse them out or not rinse them out at all, and all that was doing was creating more product buildup. If your product says leave in for 3 minutes, do that. If it says leave in for 15 minutes, do that. If it says use with heat, then do that. But you might be doing more damage to your hair in the long run by just doing whatever you want to do as opposed to listening to the directions that are on the products. So after letting the deep conditioner sit in my hair for the rest of the shower, I rinse it out, and now it is time for styling. So the way that I style my hair is another thing that I've completely revamped in my routine. I used to use 3 to 4 styling products. I would layer on a leave-in, a curl cream, a gel, sometimes a mousse, and I would put all that on top of a deep conditioner that I hadn't fully rinsed out. So I was just piling product on top of dehydrated hair to create curl clumps and make it feel moisturized because it felt really dry getting out of the shower after shampooing. Over time, this dried out my hair severely because, like I mentioned, I wasn't properly cleansing out all of this product that I was piling on top of my hair. So now I limit myself to 1, at most 2 stylers because that's really all my hair needs. If you have naturally curly hair, the curls are already there. Piling on product isn't going to make it curlier, it's just going to weigh it down and dry it out over time. The purpose of product is really just to add some hold to curls that are already there. Today I am using Adwoa Beauty Moisturizing Curl Defining Gel. It's the only styler that I'm using today, and I will have it linked below, as well as all the other products I've mentioned and some alternative products that I also really love. I apply my styler in sections, and I spray each section with water before raking the product through with my fingers. It's really important for me to apply product on soaking wet hair, as I feel like it really contributes to lasting definition throughout the few days that I'm going to be wearing the style. Something that's really important to note while you're styling your hair, especially if you're trying to get a big rounded fro, is that the direction you're styling your hair in is the direction it's going to fall once it dries. So if you're styling your hair and you have a part down the middle or a part on the side, you're gonna have a part in your hair once it dries down fully. So when I'm styling, I try to avoid having any defined part. Once I've applied my stylers, it's time to air dry for a bit, and I typically air dry while I'm doing my makeup, so for like 30 to 45 minutes. And while I'm air drying, I just continuously flip my wet hair around so that it doesn't dry in one direction and I don't end up with a middle or a side part. After air drying, it's time to diffuse, and diffusing is going to be one of the most important parts for me to get the height that I have in my fro. I diffuse on low air and medium heat, and for the majority of the time I'm diffusing with my head upside down. I want my hair to stick upwards, so the gravity of having my hair upside down helps get a little bit of extra height. Real quick, I'm going to talk about my shape and texture, because you can do everything that I'm doing in this video. If your hair is not shaped like mine and you don't have the same texture as me, you are not going to get the same result. When I get my hair cut, I ask for bangs, layers, and a rounded shape. If your hair isn't cut in the same way as mine, then it probably won't have the same height or be as round. I also have very thick and coarse hair, which makes it very dense and able to stand up in the way that it does. If your hair is fine and thin, then it probably won't be as big and full. I'm not saying that getting my results are impossible if your hair is different from mine, but I am saying it's important to weigh your expectations with the specifics of your hair. The best thing to do is speak to a professional stylist about the results that you want, and if they're a good stylist, they'll be able to tell you if those results are achievable based on your hair. And if you guys would like to go to any of the stylists that have shaped my hair, then I will have their information linked in my bio. Okay, so back to the diffusing. It takes about 30 to 45 minutes for my hair to be completely dry, and once the lengths of my hair are dry, I then blast the roots of my hair without the diffuser part on, and this just speeds up the process of my roots drying because those generally take the longest. And if the lengths of your hair are already completely dry, doing this doesn't disturb the curl pattern at all. The final step is to just pick your hair out, and I'm using the Pattern Beauty pick here, and I love it because the prongs are really long, so that's really helpful if your hair is super thick because it helps you actually reach the roots of your hair. And here is the finished look on day 1. My hair gets bigger and frizzier as the days go on, especially in this humidity, but this is my day 2 hair as I'm recording this video. Before I wrap up this video, I got some requests to show you guys how I sleep with my hair at night to maintain it. So I'm just gonna show you guys that real quick. So all you're gonna need is a satin scarf and a bonnet. You're gonna pineapple your hair with a satin scarf and then place your bonnet over all the hair that's like sticking out. And this is how I go to sleep every night. Doing this every night, I don't really have to do like a full refreshing routine anymore. I really just go to sleep like this, and when I wake up in the morning for my shower, I replace my bonnet with a shower cap, shower like normal. Once I'm done with my makeup and everything, I take my hair down from the satin scarf and just like pick it out a bit, and it's good to go. That's literally all I did this morning for my day 2 hair. Okay, you guys, so that is it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it and that it was everything that you hoped it would be. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff because it really helps me out as a creator, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!